I'm going to talk from two perspectives tonight. One is as a user experience professional designer, and another is as the user of software and software services. And this term end user, I'm going to have at that. I don't like that term very much. It's one that's often used in the design contexts that I work in. So the end user is defined to be the individual who uses the product after it has been fully developed and marketed. This term is useful because, we are told, it distinguishes two classes of users. Users who require a bug-free finished product, end users, that would be us, bug-free, right? And users who may use the same product for development purposes. Now, I think it's a little unrealistic to think that all software is going to be bug-free, and I don't think it ends up being a product that's just packaged and finished. Now, words matter. If you talk about your friend or your acquaintance or your colleague, or you go to the doctor and you're a client rather than a patient, it sets up a different kind of power and engagement relationship. End user. What do you think about that? I'm going to tell you a story. I don't tend to get very stressed about deadlines. I had something to do for a friend the other day. It was a personal project. I had about an hour. And I thought, okay, well, I'll settle down at my computer and I'll get it done by tonight and send it off. This is fantastic. And then I made a fatal error. I responded to a dialog box which said, upgrade. Anybody done this? All right, so I'm like, sure, fine. And then I wait. And then I wait. And I download. And I install. And I wait. And then I'm like, gah! The two pieces of software that I needed, critical for my task, did not work. Is this familiar to anybody? I spent time in a forum. I sorted one of them out. I scratched and worked and tried to think about the other one and had to phone customer service. And they said, yeah, no, sorry. You need the new version. It doesn't go with that operating system. Sounding familiar? So I buy the new version, I install it, I get myself all settled, and I'm getting ready to do this lovely thing for my friend. But the deadline is looming. Remember, I don't get stressed, I'm getting stressed. Okay, we're gonna go. Put on some nice, quiet, soothing music, yogic breathing. We're gonna get this done, right? And then guess what happens? Because the streaming that I have set up, the way I've got my speakers set up, that doesn't work either. That is not compatible with my new operating system. So what do? Of course, I go and get some wires and I start to plug things in, right? So I am now in this gorgeous position underneath my desk when my neighbor comes over and says, you are not the end user, you are the rear end user, because all I can see is you plugging things in. So anyway, I just wanted to share that story with you, because in the research world, we have known since the 90s, we've done diary studies and worked with people. Nurturing systems takes a lot of work. It takes time and energy and effort that is often not accounted for when we're thinking about that product that we're buying to get the task done. Now, we're proliferating in our products, and all of these need nurturing and loving. And we are told we are getting into the world of the Internet of Things, so this is going to get more and more, perhaps, perchance. And we share things, right? So I don't use all of my devices as a single user, end user. Sometimes there are users and people that I collaborate with. And we share things, which means other people sometimes update things. And my dinosaur software that I love, that I actually know how to use to do my tasks, doesn't work anymore. And my life isn't about just learning new tools. Sometimes I just want to get the job done, you know? That's what my life's about. So I just want to sort of bring us to this notion that we live in this world of this intermingled set of services that all interact with each other, and that there are dependencies that exist that are elided when we say end user of a finished product. Now, the word end user, or the term, really came together in the 60s and 70s when maybe software products were more packaged and bug-free. I'm not sure. But thank goodness user experience is starting to take off as a word that we use as well, because these experiences are so important. And service design is starting to come together as well as a term that we use. Because as software developers, we're really service designers, providing services to people to get the things done they want to do. So that's a very different way of constructing the user. We as users we're using clay, we're bricolage, collage, pulling things together. We are gardening, we are nurturing, we are patching, and we are doing a lot of work. So can we stop saying end user and start saying driver, collaborator, co-developer? Can we start acknowledging the participation that we're all playing in this world of software today? Thank you.